Janell and Colten, I would like to thank you all for being here this afternoon, for taking the time and making the journey, and for all the effort that it takes, not only to be part of this day, but a part of each other's lives. Janell and Colten have invited you here to this beautiful place to show you a glimpse of an important piece of their love today. Whenever we attend a wedding, we are given the opportunity to reflect on our own relationship. We might look at the couple before us and be tempted to compare their love to the quality of our own relationships. The truth is that every relationship is as unique as the individual in it. But one thing holds true. For love to exist between two people, each person must allow the vulnerability of giving his or her love to the other. And each must be open to receiving the other's love in turn. Therefore, each of us is a powerful creator of love. Each of us, every moment of every day, has a choice to dedicate ourselves to one another or to withhold our love and caring. If you ask couples who have a strong and abiding love what they like most about their partners, many will say when they are with that person that they don't have to pretend to be anything other than what they are. They are able to express themselves without fear of being judged or rejected. There is room in the relationship for both of them to be unique individuals. They are free to surrender to the vulnerability of true intimacy, to be known and loved unconditional. Yes, Kathy, come on up. It's time for the scripture.
So these scriptures, these verses that I'm going to read, they were decided on by Colten and Janell because it really reflects what they have for each other. It comes from the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verses 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never dies.
Thank you. Throughout time, countless millions of people from many cultures, religions, and societies have gathered among friends and families to celebrate their love for one another and their commitment to each other. Each culture has symbols and rituals to celebrate marriage, from the Chinese tea ceremony to the Jewish tradition of breaking a glass. A rich tapestry of traditions from around the world combine to symbolize the meaning of marriage. Today, we should try to remember that a wedding is a symbol, a heartfelt and meaningful symbol, but only a symbol nonetheless. The ceremony is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in all the commitments that Colten and Janell have made to each other, both large and small, since the beginning of their relationship when they first met. What we are celebrating today is not the beginning of the marriage, but a marriage already in progress. This ceremony is a symbol of how far they have come together and a symbol of the promises they will continue to make to each other throughout their lives together. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all of those things we promised and hoped for and dreamed for, well, I meant it, every single word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time, how it feels, what it looks like, how it smells, what you're hearing. Take it all in. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. You've been a co-worker, a friend, a fiancé, but now you shall say with a few words that will take you across the threshold of life. All things will never be quite the same as they were before for you. After all these vows you will share, you will say the words, "This is my husband, this is my wife." Nothing is easier than standing here and I'm sure it's not easy. But nothing is easier than standing here saying these words, and nothing is more difficult than living them day by day. When you love someone, you do not love them in exactly the same way every day. That is impossible, and yet that's what most of us expect. We forget about the ebb and flow of life and of love and relationships. We insist on permanence, duration, on continuality, but in love, as in life, the only stability is change, growth, and freedom. Therefore, what you promise today must be renewed and reaffirmed tomorrow and all the tomorrows to come. So, as you hold hands, all of you in the audience who love each other and are friends, go ahead and hold hands as well. To reach out to someone and be acknowledged and loved is a human need. Taking the hand of one who loves you is a powerful symbol of that unspoken bond. Please take a good look now at your partner's hands, so you may see the gift that they are to you. These are the hands of your best friend that are holding yours on your wedding day. These are the hands that will work alongside of you as you grow together and build your future. These are the hands that, when wrinkled in age, will still be reaching out for yours. At this point in the ceremony, when people usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle, having no beginning and no end, we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth, metals are liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. The hot metal is forged, cooled, and then painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. Colten, as you place the ring on Janell's finger, repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
and my arms will be
With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter.
and my arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
Janell and Colten, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you have just made. It is with these promises and commitments in mind that I pronounce you husband and wife. You have kissed 1,000 times, maybe more, but today your feeling is anew. No longer simply partners and best friends, you have become husband and wife, and you can now seal this agreement with a kiss. Today, your kiss is a promise. You may kiss the bride. So go ahead and face the audience. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Janell and Colten Theiss.